Something happened on center court today that almost nobody saw coming. A defending champion who had slipped all the way down to world number 38 just took down the world number 5 and reigning French Open champion. This is a story of grit, experience, and a young sensation's emotional breaking point. Welcome back to Tennis Unfiltered. Let's get into the full story from the start. Barbora Krejčíková is no stranger to tennis greatness. She was the Wimbledon champion back in 2024, and she's also won the doubles title here twice in her career. But the last 2 years haven't been kind to her. Injury after injury pulled her down, and a player who once sat inside the top 10 slid all the way to 38th in the world. A lot of people quietly wrote her off, assuming her peak years were behind her. But on grass, her record has always told a different story. 29 wins against just 16 losses over her career. Coming into this Wimbledon, she'd also just reached the final at the Libima Open, and that run had clearly put some confidence back in her game. On the other side of the net was Mirra Andreeva, just 19 years old, and already the youngest Grand Slam champion of the 21st century. Only a month earlier, she'd won Roland Garros and put the entire tennis world on notice. Her Wimbledon record is impressive too. She made the second week on her very first appearance back in 2023 and reached the quarterfinals in 2025. This year she walked in as a top 5 seed, the first teenager to do that here since Caroline Wozniacki back in 2010. Her first round win was calm, composed, exactly what you'd expect from a rising star. Everyone assumed her momentum would simply carry her through. This was actually their 5th career meeting, and Andreeva led the head-to-head 3-1. But here's the interesting part. On grass, these two had only played once before, back in 2023 at Wimbledon, and even that match was left unfinished when Krejčíková had to retire injured. So the real grass court verdict between them had never actually been settled. Today's match was set up to finally answer that question. Center court was packed. This was the most anticipated second-round match of the entire tournament. 2 Grand Slam champions going head-to-head, a seasoned veteran against a rising phenom. The match stretched close to 3 hours, and with every passing minute, the tension in the stadium kept climbing. In the first set, Andreeva looked every bit the world number 5. Her baseline defense and court coverage were on full display. At one point, she darted from side to side and produced a stunning cross-court backhand pass that had the crowd gasping. Krejčíková tried to fight back, but Andreeva held her momentum and closed out the set 6-4. At that point, it looked like this could turn into a one-sided contest. But Barbora Krejčíková refused to go quietly. In the second set, her entire game lifted, her serve got sharper, and she started putting real pressure on Andreeva. At one stage, Andreeva got so frustrated that she smacked an impatient forehand long and handed over her own serve. Krejčíková pounced on the opportunity and took the set 7-5. Suddenly, the match was level, and the crowd's energy hit a whole new peak. The third set was a decider, and this is where the real drama unfolded. Midway through, Krejčíková had to call for the physio. A blister had formed on her foot. During that break, Andreeva sat deep in thought on the other side of the court. When play resumed, Krejčíková showed all her experience and composure, staying calm between points even under pressure. Andreeva, on the other hand, was unraveling. Her unforced errors piled up, and frustration started to take over her tennis. In front of the crowd, in front of the cameras, a 19-year-old phenom was visibly losing her grip on her emotions. This was the moment where experience and talent showed their clearest difference. Finally, on her 7th match point, Krejčíková sealed the win, with a lucky net cord that left Andreeva completely helpless. The moment it ended, Andreeva's frustration boiled over. She hurled her racket toward her chair in full view of a stunned center court. Walking off, she said something to her coaching box that sounded like, "I don't need it, I don't want to hear it." A clear sign she was frustrated with herself and her team both. For Krejčíková, this win was nothing short of a dream. Afterward, she shared that the last 2 years had been incredibly tough because of injuries and personal struggles, and that winning here on center court meant something special to her. She also praised Andreeva, saying she's still so young with an entire career ahead of her. This result cracked wide open the top half of the Wimbledon draw. Krejčíková now moves on to face fellow Czech player Nikola Bartonkova in the next round. But the bigger question now is about Andreeva. Her talent is beyond doubt, but if she doesn't learn to manage her emotions under pressure, these kinds of moments could keep holding her back throughout her career. Winning a Grand Slam is one thing. Handling that pressure match after match is a completely different challenge. And that's today's biggest shock at Wimbledon. What do you think? Will Andreeva bounce back stronger from this setback? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe to Tennis Unfiltered. We cover every big tennis match with videos just like this one.